So I think it'd be a good idea to take a quick break from the series that I started up and moving into a look into what I do for my own training. So right now, what I'm doing is, I believe I mentioned it before, was a kind of conjugate style training where every other week I switch up the main mover. So instead of squatting, I do a box squat or a banded squat or something like that, right? For benching, I'll be doing I bench twice a week, and then I'll do maybe like a board press, pause bench, dumbbell bench, things like that, right? Deadlifts, I keep the same because I recently switched to sumo and I want to get my form down on that. So I'm not really experimenting as much with my deadlift and seeing how that improves. And my deadlift hasn't been doing all that hot, anyways. So that's what I've been doing right now. But I'm operating around the 6 rep range, and that's what I'm staying at. And that's what I was doing around before I started, so I'm trying to control all my variables. After that, that'll end in around 4 weeks. I'll do a 6 rep max, see how that compares to before I started, and I have it written down somewhere. I should have brought it with me, but each lift, based off of my past improvements before this, I'll be able to tell how much weight gained on each lift adds up to my strength. So if I gain 5 pounds on my bench, is that a success? Is that a failure? There's really no way to measure. So what I was able to do is I compared, like I said, how I improved before and use that as a benchmark for this experiment. So if I improve more than I do when I regularly train, then it lets me know that this experiment, it worked. And I had some sort of success there. So I believe it's around, I don't know if it's 10 pounds for my bench. I know it's not 20 pounds for my deadlift. It's like 10, 12, and like 16 or something around those lines. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into some training, specific training for training up for 1 rep max. Man, I worded that badly. But it's preparing, building up, and peaking some more to see where my maximum strength is because I think it's improved a lot since the summer. And it'll be really interesting to see where I'm at. I'm hoping that I'm nearing 300 on my bench. Maybe I got 225 for 5, which is pretty good, and I'm feeling insanely strong. I'd like to go back. I think it might be a good idea to mess around with some numbers halfway through the program just to see where I'm at, not maxing out, but testing the waters. So I might do that some here pretty soon. We'll see, and see where my competition bench. Actually, there's no pause, so it's not a competition bench. Uh, where that's at. Because I'm thinking it's going to be around upper 230s or something like that. So we'll see. 1 rep max will be really interesting. I'm not going to mess around with that right now, but I know 275 would not fly, but it would go up. It would go up quick. 265, sorry, which was a huge grind for me before. So we'll see with all these things. But I'm going to peak for around 6 weeks. Definitely no more than 6 weeks. I'll already have a solid strength foundation built, so I'll quickly peak, take an adequate amount of time, but do it, in some sort of a fast fashion. Get ready, max out, see where I am in all my lifts, deload, and also deload beforehand, obviously, deload before and after, and then I'll go back and start doing some hypertrophy, and I will stick on that for around maybe 8 to 12 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, and then I'll start doing some strength again. So I think it'll be important for me to build some more size up because I want to move up weight classes and I want to be floating around somewhere at 200, where I want to end this training block with the conjugate somewhere around 190. I'm at like 187 right now, so I'll end up at 190 and then I won't get any weight for peaking, and then I'll add some more weight on and maybe 10 more pounds. and then I'll stop for a while and really get strong and peak at that. So if I gain a lot more weight, then I won't be as competitive. So that's kind of the plan for what I'm doing. Just to let you guys know. After that, yeah, like I said, I'll start going back into some strength and see where my strength lies after all that hypertrophy. Just remember what you want to do, right? A lot of people, I think, they confuse being recreational with being competitive. If you're a competitive lifter, you have to follow a sort of strict set of lines, of guidelines. And you're recreational, you really don't have to. And for me, I want to get up to the point where I'm a professional, pro powerlifter. Yeah, that's going to require me to train within these specific guidelines. For a lot of people, you don't have to do that. So have fun with your training and mess around. Try out some different things and experiment. I think everyone should experiment. The more you learn about yourself, the better. And the better you can train. So that's it for today, and pretty soon I'll be putting out some more videos, maybe tomorrow or the day after, going over the next step, episode 6, of building a block style periodization program.